Hello, my name is Brennan, and I'm here with Haley talking about her Aboriginal heritage. And I'm going to let her introduce herself and tell you a little bit about herself.
So my name is Haley. I am part of the Mi'kmaq First Nations, the Halapu tribe.
Okay, so I have three questions for you today. The first one is, how do you feel about being an Aboriginal?
I like it, learning about your heritage. I take a course right now called Native Studies, where you learn about all the past events. You're so close with a group of people because you've all shared the same experiences.
Okay, so for the second question is, how do you feel about what has happened in the past to Aboriginals?
It's devastating. And a lot of people don't know about the residential schools in Canada. I know many Canadians don't even know about it. When I first started up the course that I'm in and first learned about it, I was surprised. It was in history class the first time I heard about it, and our teacher said this is a heavy topic, and I was like, what do you mean? And he said, well, it's about Aboriginal past, and I was like, Aboriginal past, but I'm Aboriginal, and I don't know about this. And he said that it was about residential schools, and he went on and learned his lessons. And it's sickening when you think about it, because here's a group of people that were living in the land and decided to make compromise and give travelers a bit of it so that way they could live. They taught them how to hunt, they taught them how to use the resources, and then to pay back, they decided to put them in schools that are meant to kill the Indian in the child. And then there's the 60s scoop, which is when First Nations babies were taken out of their homes by Child Protective Services and put in unfit homes. Many didn't survive that either. And there's still the unjustness. There's the reserve problem. Most reserves have poor quality of life and are living in poverty. And it's really bad and degrading right now.
Okay, so for question three, what do you think the government can do for the Aboriginal community?
I think they need to improve what they're doing because right now they're not doing anything. They say that they are, but they're not. For certain places, they cut themselves off completely. Certain places are in crises, and they drop them just like that. They'll say that they'll give you a promise, but they never actually uphold it. There's so many other things where the government hasn't followed through those promises, and that's the big thing. You can't keep breaking these promises. If you're going to make a promise, you better hold through to it, because there are people out there dying because the government is not doing what it promised to do.
Thank you, Harry, for taking your few minutes out of your day and talking to us about this. Really showed.